Hello guys, I visited the Blaster Square yesterday night, being 5th of March, ahead of our Independence Day today. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, Ghana is officially 69 years old. 69 years old, Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, look at beautiful sons and daughters of Ghana. Look at the...
Guys, but on a low key, on a normal, I wish I'm a Ghanaian.
The president had traveled out of the country on an official trip. For the officers that were planning a takeover, this was the moment that they had been waiting for. If they were going to act, it had to be now. So on the morning of February 24th, 1966, the voice of Colonel Emmanuel Kwasi Kotoka came through Ghana's national radio. He announced that the military and the police had taken control of the government.
First of all, as you all may know, Ghana is celebrating its birthday. Ghana is 69 years. And as you can see, yeah, that is Nkrumah on my shirt. Anyways, Ghana is 69 and Ghanaians will forever be indebted to Kwame Nkrumah. Now, you all know that he was overthrown in 1966. So with this being Heritage Year, a Heritage Month, let me tell you something small. So you guys know that Kotoka and some people are free fire and some people...
As I'm speaking to you right now, a lot of Nigerians are already queuing up, to become Ghanaians. Most of them wished that they are Ghanaians. A lot of them are right here in Ghana and they're experiencing the independence in Ghana. And according to them, they said they've never seen a country that is so patriotic like Ghana. They've never seen citizens that love their country the way Ghanaians do. In as much as they are talking about how they want to be Ghanaians, Ghanaians, on the other hand, are also educating them on how to be patriotic and how to live a good example in their country, on how to be that good citizens that can maintain the unity and peace in their country. Ghanaians further explained to them the reason why their country is in unity and not in chaos by telling them the history of their independence, how they got their independence, and how they maintained it till date. Let's watch this video. Please watch from the beginning to the end. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. This is me here representing the motherland Ghana, your one and only Mami Ekia, undiluted. No other Mami Ekia. Every other Mami Ekia on this period of YouTube, you know what it is. Let's take a look at the video and we would be right back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello guys, I visited the Blaster Square yesterday night, being 5th of March, ahead of our Independence Day today. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, Ghana is officially 69 years old. 69 years old, Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, look at beautiful sons and daughters of Ghana. Look at the way Ghanaian children are beautiful and handsome. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, upon see us, you don't need anybody to tell that we are from Ghana. You don't need anybody to tell you that we are from Ghana. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, look at how handsome, how beautiful that you are. Kwe Ofanedabi, in my next life, I will be a Ghanaian. I will be a Ghanaian without hesitation. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, motherland Ghana is beautiful. Motherland Ghana is very beautiful. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, we have grown to 69 years old. Instead of us to be growing and looking old, instead we are looking younger. We are looking younger and fresh. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ofanedabi, this is Ghana at night. This is Ghana at night. Kwe Ofanedabi. Ghana, my beloved country, is free forever. Let me leave you guys now. Let's celebrate our independence. Bye 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 bye.
Guys, but on a low key, on a normal, I wish I'm a Ghanaian. What kind of goodness is this? What kind of beautiful is this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Vive the clothes. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Can Nigeria Jesse can Nigeria I don't want to start again, but this is beautiful. Oh my God. Like, I love it. Like, I love the color, everything is so perfect. Guys, this jersey is available. And the tight. See, I can keep my phone. You can keep your phone if you want to jog. You see?
First of all, as you all may know, Ghana is celebrating its birthday. Ghana is 69 years. And as you can see, yeah, that is Nkrumah on my shirt. Anyways, Ghana is 69 and Ghanaians will forever be indebted to Kwame Nkrumah. Now, you all know that he was overthrown in 1966. So with this being Heritage Year, a Heritage Month, let me tell you something small. So you guys know that Kotoka and some people, Afrifa and some people actually orchestrated the overthrow of Nkrumah when he went out for, peace talks. And this was him when he was told that, he has been overthrown. So during that time, Nkrumah has a very good rapport with almost all the presidents in Africa because of his African unification dream. He has been giving money to some African countries, helping. So he has a very good relationship with all African presidents. Now, when he was overthrown in 1966, presidents of 5 nations actually told Nkrumah that if he wants to regain the presidential seat in Ghana, they can help him. And that is sending their soldiers to Ghana to actually come and face Kotoka and its people. And Nkrumah was like, no, he does not want any bloodshed. So therefore, they should not send their armies or soldiers to Ghana to come and face off with the Ghanaian army. So after he rejected our offer, he was made an honorary president in another country. So if Nkrumah actually agreed, 5 nations army will join and come to Ghana and face off against Kotoka, and they will definitely win, and he'll become the president again. But he rejected it. These are the reasons why he is the man of the millennium.
The president had traveled out of the country on an official trip. For the officers that were planning a takeover, this was the moment that they had been waiting for. If they were going to act, it had to be now. So on the morning of February 24th, 1966, the voice of Colonel Emmanuel Kwasi Kotoka came through Ghana's national radio. He announced that the military and the police had taken control of the government. He announced that Kwame Nkrumah was out. Let's rewind a bit. Ghana had just gained independence and the whole continent was watching. Kwame Nkrumah was the face that people attached to that moment. Many knew him as a powerful speaker, an organizer, but he also had this certainty about him. He spoke like independence was not a dream. It was a plan. He had studied in the United States and Britain, and when he came back home, he threw himself completely into politics with one goal: self-government and then full independence. It worked. On March 6, 1957, Ghana became independent. The celebrations were loud, full of hope. Across Africa, it felt like a door had opened. At independence, Nkrumah became prime minister. He was no longer just leading a movement. He was now running a country, and that came with pressure. Nkrumah wanted fast development, visible change. Schools expanded, roads were built, large national projects were launched. The Akosombo Dam, for example, it generated electricity that was meant to power industry. Tema developed into a modern port city. He believed that Ghana's future was tied to Africa's future. Pan-African unity, it mattered deeply to him, and he traveled often speaking about African cooperation. He didn't want independence to be replaced by economic control from abroad. To supporters, he was a visionary, the father of the nation. To others, questions slowly started appearing about how much power was gathering around one leader. Opposition parties, they struggled after laws restricted parties that were linked to ethnic or regional groups. Then came the most controversial decision of his government, the Preventive Detention Act. Under this law, people could be detained without trial if the government claimed that it threatened national security. Supporters said, yeah, Ghana was young and needed stability, but critics said the state now had too much power. The mood in the country changed. People became more careful about political conversations, By 1964, Ghana was officially a one-party state, and Nkrumah was declared president for life after a national referendum. Around the same time, life became harder for many people. Ghana depended heavily on cocoa exports, and when global cocoa prices fell, government income, it dropped sharply. But the spending on development projects, it remained high. Debt increased, shortages appeared, complaints grew louder. Then inside of the military, officers watched closely. Some believed that the country was moving away from the promise of independence. One of those officers was Emmanuel Kwasi Kotoka. Kotoka came from the military, not politics. By the mid-1960s, he was already a senior officer in Ghana's army. Now, that military itself was young, just like the nation, and opinions differed about whether soldiers should step into politics or not. As tensions increased, conversations inside military circles changed. Officers spoke about economic pressure, political restrictions, the direction that the country was going in. By early 1966, those conversations were plans. Kotoka was not acting alone. There were other senior military and police leaders that were involved. And after the takeover, they would form the National Liberation Council. All right. For the takeover, timing mattered because removing a sitting president inside the country, it carried huge risk. But in February of 1966, Nkrumah traveled abroad for official duties. So the plotters saw a perfect window. In the early hours of February 24th, troops moved through Accra. Key locations were secured, radio stations were taken, and communication lines fell under military control. Then the broadcast came. Kotoka's voice went across the country. He announced that the armed forces and the police had taken over. Power changed hands quite quickly. There was no long public battle. Reactions to this were different. Some people felt relief. They believed that the country had been rescued before things got worse. Others felt shock, betrayal. How can you overthrow the man who symbolized independence to Ghana? Nkrumah retrieved the news while he was abroad and he couldn't come back home the way he left. He went into exile in Guinea, and there he continued to write and speak about African unity and the future of the continent. Back in Ghana, the new ruler...
Guys, let me take you through where Kwame Nkrumah was born. Welcome to Nkrumah land, which is western region of Ghana. Ewo Nzima. Ehana Kwame Nkrumah yewo no. Ehana free of Nzima. Ene yewo no Nzima. Ene be the president. The entrance ni inside the me. Maybe to Kwame Nkrumah museum no maybe see no. Kwame Nkrumah kitchen. Baby, ane mommy ni yemu kae. I was told me man kae wo book mu. History me call ya me na mo ka kire me because I'm from Nzema. Nkrumah where Kwame Nkrumah was born. It was history. Omo ka kire me ko from wo omo ka kire me. Ne ma me ni yemu kae no. Ene ha ya Kwame Nkrumah museum. Baby, Kwame Nkrumah wu ye yesi ene no. Ene Kwame Nkrumah ni museum no, ni grave na yesi ene no. Ha, ene baby see Kwame Nkrumah. I had Kwame Nkrumah family house no e na ni mommy etna ye bibia nti ni bathroom ni e na hall ni notum se Kwame Nkrumah ni picture e na e wo ho no e na ni mommy ni picture e na e wo ho no e na e ha so ye ni bedroom where ye kundum ti di afache wonzema we ni si ho ni ona ye di ye kundum e na ha ye ni bed a oda eso no. And outside in Usuni, so check around, midi manze mama. Thanks for watching.
I keep telling you guys that without Ghana, there is no Africa. So for all the Nigerians that are wishing that they are Ghanaians, have you listened to the history of Ghana? Have you listened to how they got their independence and how they have maintained it? Nigerians, can you do the same thing? Can you be so patriotic like Ghanaians? Can you stop all those tribal conflicts, all those tribal wars, all those differences, cultural differences and all those things? Can you live together peacefully? Can you eat in the same place, Muslim and Christians? These are the things that make Ghanaians peaceful. These are the things that make Ghana in unity and in peace till date. Because the people of Ghana decided to uphold the unity, uphold the peace in their country. That is the reason why they are like this today. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Happy Independence Day, Ghana, the motherland.